Cdrama invasion here, and this month I didn't get to watch a lot of things, and most of the things that I watched I will be putting on hold until later since my schedule is crazy. But I did manage to watch Chongzi, and probably the only reason why was because I just wanted to make a giant rant video, so here you go. But let's start off with things that I actually liked or other dramas first, and I'll leave the whole chunk of Chongzi review at the end. So a very short and sweet 4-episode drama I watch is a Korean one called Fan Letter Please. This is a pop star second chance romance where it's about two individuals with very opposite lifestyles. It's kind of giving You Are My Glory, but way shorter, and the male lead is a single father with a child who adores the female lead, and she is like the biggest celebrity in this drama. Like in this world, she's like the #1 idol celebrity. And because of this, she actually has a very wholesome relationship with the male lead, who one day works like part-time as, I think, an Uber driver. And he picks her up and she recognizes him, that he's actually someone she had a crush on in the past. Some crazy things happened, and yeah, it was a really fun and short drama. I like the male lead. He is in a drama called Age of Youth, which is the first drama I was introduced with him in, and he's so good. The other dramas that I've seen him in, he's always been stuck like playing this asshole character, either like a cheater or something terrible. So I'm happy that's not the case here. There's a evil character, Mr. Paparazzi. He's just super over the top. I think they wanted to make him funny, but it didn't work for me. So that's like the only thing that I would say. Like the comedy moments are kind of cliche, and with just 4 episodes, that part didn't work for me. But everything else, the romance, I thought it was super sweet. Of course, I have a soft spot for anything with like a single parent. I feel like the children usually does the most, and they're just like playing Cupid, and it's so fun and so cute. Okay, next we have Warm on a Cold Night, which I dropped. This one is about 2 types of people, I guess. One is the Chi and one is the Qian. The Chi has like the animalistic superpowers, and the other one is basically normal humans. The female lead is the ordinary human type, and the male lead is someone high rank in the other side, let's just say that, with the supernatural powers. So at first I thought it was like, okay, it's werewolves, but no, there was like a bunch of different animal types of supernatural powers. So that was pretty interesting. I think that the mystery is fun, and with the layer of like this side versus that side, and how there's just so much history between them, that was interesting. The only problem is I think that it gets a little bit cringy and childish, especially since it's like the same concept over and over again. The chemistry was fine. I didn't hate it, but I feel like I felt a little bit drained after watching too many of the same like types of cases back to back. I feel like the cases weren't necessarily the strongest part, and for a mystery rom-com, it should be up there, especially since the romance, there's like sprinkles of it, right? But we're not getting like a full-on romance here, so that's why I dropped it. I don't know if it's worthwhile going back to it, but there's just been so many new dramas that I'm excited for, so I don't think I'll be coming back to this one. I do like the father-daughter duo dynamic. They are super fun to watch, but yeah, it gets old really quickly. But by no means was this a horrible drama. I mean, I've seen so many worse, so many cringe ones where the quality is worse and the acting is worse. So if you're a fan of these two and you are more into like the light, like don't really think about it, even though it's a mystery drama, then yeah, go ahead and watch it. And last but not least is a drama that I'm more than halfway through. This is like the only drama that I've been watching, and it's called The Invisibles. This is a Hong Kong drama actually, and I don't know, Hong Kong dramas are just so nostalgic to me. Every now and then I just pop back in because I used to watch them with my family growing up. So this one is also on Youku. I believe you can find it on the TVB app with English subtitles for free, but I'm pretty sure you can also find it by the typical Google search with English subtitles. This is just so much fun, and this is a drama about like a SWAT team plus undercover agents that kind of works together to solve big cases involving terrorists, but most of them are very tied to the side characters and stuff, so you get really invested. I'm so shocked by how much I liked this because I've been disappointed with so many Hong Kong dramas in the past where they're a little bit slower, or like it starts off so good and it gets so messy. The only thing I can say about Hong Kong dramas is you don't have to worry about not knowing like the actors, and you're worried about if they're gonna deliver. They will, and that's because the circle is very small and they've been in this industry for like 20 plus years. Most of these actors are like in their mid 30s. They have played like every role under the sun to death, and yeah, they're just great, and their chemistry shines because of that, like the friendship wise and romance wise as well, and it's because they just know each other so well. Action-packed mystery, romance, friendship, really unexpected plot twist actually for some of these cases, so highly recommend this one. Now for the rest of the video, let's move on to Chongzi and all the horrible things I have to say about it. I will give credit to where credit is due, which is the actors themselves are pretty decent. If we just take them out of the script, like Jeremy, he has good acting skills. He's been in some other dramas like Royal Rumors, and you have the side characters, like a whole list of them. They're all very good. It's just the female lead is terrible and the script is terrible as well. So that aside, I don't know how they got all these great actors to be on such a terrible drama, but good for them for having at least enough eye candy and enough side characters. But did it help this drama? I don't know. Okay, this script was just not strong enough to withstand it, and there was just some really poor decisions made with the editing. And some parts where I'm like, what? Why was this even included? Why is this even 40 episodes and not like 20? I feel like we've been going around in circles, especially the reverse harem aspect was so stupid. I feel like these guys were like paper dolls. They feel like they have no personalities outside of the one purpose, which is to cry about the female lead, chasing her, telling them, oh my gosh, I'm gonna protect you, I'm so sorry I failed you, or something like that. Literally the entire drama. I am saving you time. Just do not watch it. I don't understand how people like this drama. Maybe because you're a newbie, or maybe you're like a crazy fan of the main leads. Newbie as in like you haven't seen a lot of Shensha romances, so your taste is like, oh, this is fun, this is good, this is so different. I mean, I feel you. I feel like a lot of the dramas I watched for the first time in a genre that I liked, I did not even care if it's cringe or anything, but if I go back now, like 3 to 4 years afterwards, your taste has changed and you can see things that you haven't before. So definitely this is coming from a perspective of someone who watches way too many dramas, and yeah, this is not it. Yeah, these characters are literally stock characters, caricatures, which are so shallow, have no personality except for loving Chongzi. And yeah, it really made me mad because these characters deserve better. These actors deserve so much better. You know that feeling when a drama has like personal growth, or you really feel how complex these characters are and you feel so much for them. So you root for them and you're just like, oh, should I not? That was not the case with this one at all. It was boring as heck, to be honest. There were arcs that repeated the same storyline over and over. So the pacing is not it. And most of the villains didn't even get what they deserve. They continued to do awful things to people and had zero consequences. I wrote down in my notes, like, her acting, especially crying scenes, is just not it. There was a scene where a character passes away, and I was so invested in that side character. That was the one reason why I was sticking it out, and that character passes away. The camera pans into her face, and literally I laughed like I couldn't. It looked so fake and just terrible. This girl needs acting lessons. And I remember reading an article in the past saying that directors were really mad because she can't get crying scenes right. This is not for this drama. It was one of her earlier dramas. But I understand why they were mad, okay? Like, imagine all this built up and then this happens. It was so bad that I can tell the directors were like, yikes, because they panned out. If you rewatch the scenes where she was crying, they usually pan out of it, or it's like one single tear, and I don't know. I see a lot of people in the comments being like, oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite dramas. I'm like, maybe kindly exit stage left, because we definitely don't have the same taste. But this was literally the formula. So it would go Chongzi stays in the mountain to cultivate some cute moments with the Shifu, her love interest. And then she goes down the mountain when he tells her not to. She gets kidnapped or some crazy things happen. She unlocks her demonic side, and then she gets reprimanded. Everybody is trying to either kill her or defend her. Rinse, repeat, and it keeps on happening again and again. The second half, at least the one thing that was interesting was the main character on the other side, like the Demon King. I was just waiting for him to do something, and he didn't do anything until like episode 27. And I was like, oh my gosh, finally. It's fine that they can recycle the plot. There's dramas that still recycle the plot, but the reason why we like it is because they do something interesting with this. But it was not the case here. It had me so annoyed, and I refused to drop this drama because I wanted to see it through. I was like, I already wasted so much time and energy on this drama. Might as well milk it and make a great video warning my viewers not to watch it. It's probably way too late now that I'm doing this at the end of the month, but if you hated it, I feel you and I'm with you. And if you liked it, please explain why. Plus, there were so many cringy moments. Like, I couldn't get into the romance because it was just not it. It was like snail pace, but then all of a sudden they were doing things at the end, and I was like, what is going on? And then it was like the push pull, and I was like, this is not it. There was this line where she's like, mentor, you're like the best medicine to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, facepalm. I really, really hope that Yang Chaoyue gets the lessons that she needs. And this is because she's been paired up with so many great actors. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. But I've seen a lot of people improve, so I will be fair and give her maybe another chance. She's beautiful, and that's why she's booking all these gigs, and she's just the perfect Chinese beauty standard. That's why I have tried to like this drama, but I couldn't, and I just kind of watched it for entertainment to jot down notes on all the things that I disliked about it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on it. Like, my favorite side story thing was probably the uncle's tragic love story. That one is so good. But also there were like so many scenes where it was so obvious the people who were sabotaging her on purpose and they did nothing. So yeah, the more I think about it, the more it's coming back to me. As for the dramas I'm most interested to seeing your thoughts on is Royal Rumors, as well as The Romance of Twin Flowers. Let me know if you completed them or caught up to recent episodes. I want to know if it's worth it in the long run, because I want to catch up to some dramas, but if it's not good, then I'll just drop it. If this was like one of your favorite dramas, I'm sorry if I offended you. Don't take it personally, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one.